Hi, I'm Brian King, and this is 5 Things Friday. Today, I want to share with you 5 ways to bring laughter and fun back into your marriage. Uh, why do we need that? Well, lots of times in our marriages, when things are stressful, it just seems like it's all work. And it's just a continuous cycle of work, eat, rinse, repeat. You need some fun. You got to plan for fun or it won't just happen. So I'm going to give you 5 things that can help you to add fun to your weekend, to your marriage, to the whole rest of your year if you take all of them into account. Number 1, plan a playful date and try to get away from just like going out to eat in a movie. Even if it's a funny movie, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, go play mini golf if you've never done it before. It can be really fun, especially if you take kids with you. Maybe try bowling. Take in a comedy show. Around here, we've got fairs. You can go to a fair in the summer, and they have everything from amusement rides to games to harness racing and demolition derbies. So whatever it is that you've never done before, go ahead and check it out. It could be interesting. Another thing, if you live in a more populated area, I guess you'd call it, look around for trade shows. They're usually pretty cheap to get in. Lots of times they have some really interesting swag, and you don't even have to know, what they're trying to sell you. It could be a boat show, an RV show, a camper show, or we even went to a pulp and paper manufacturing show. It was at the Civic Center in our area, and the kids got all kinds of fun swag, and it was free once you got in. So it's fun, something to do, especially I think that was like a rainy weekend and we just needed something to do. And we had a great time, and some of the things they took little flashlights, little screwdrivers, little tools, and it's a cheap date, let's put it that way. Another possibility, number 2, pay attention to what you're doing with your media. I say media because it used to be TV, but now it's phones and iPads and streaming and all the different things. I know when my wife and I will be sitting there after watching something very dramatic, and we'll both say like, I need something funny. We need to change what we're doing. And if you're into all the action stuff, take a step back and throw in something funny. One of the things that we found really funny was rewatching older movies that we remember, and it's funny on 2 levels now, because it's funny because it's a movie. We just recently rewatched Steve Martin's Father of the Bride movie, and part of the humor was all the things that they were using for technology and computers and their phones, and so it's funny on 2 different levels. All kinds of possibilities of things you could find, old movies, new movies. If you've been tied into the drama, or the action movies, take a step back, tone it down, find something funny, and just, make some popcorn and laugh. It's a cheap date. It's an easy thing to do. And you can do it with the whole family if you pick the right media. Number 3, do something silly. Dance in the kitchen. We used to do that when the girls were little. Would put music on, they'll dance, we'd start dancing. It could be while we were cooking, it could be while we were cleaning up. It could just be after everything was done and it was almost time for bed, but they still had some energy. So, pick some music you all like and just have fun. It's a great stress reliever. And it's fun. And the kids, even to this day, still have memories of when we did stuff like that. Number 4, try something new together. It could be anything from, taking a cooking class to learning to paddleboard. we recently took up golf. And yeah, I know I've never hit a ball with a stick before in my life, and I'm trying to learn now. And it is funny just watching me trying to hit the ball with a stick. And then it's also rewarding when you actually get to the point where you can make the ball go further than 30 feet. When you kind of figure out the dynamics and the physics of it, and it's like, wow, that one really went actually, further than I ever thought it would go. So, and my wife is kind of the one that's leading in that because she wanted to learn. And now I'm coming along and learning, and it's going to be something we can do together. We also started we like to watch golf and see who's playing, and we know some of the players, so it's kind of interesting. You may think that's boring, but oh well, it keeps us occupied. In the winter, we have a ping pong table in the basement, and we'll have mini tournament. We'll play until we're tired and laughing, because usually you can't not laugh when you're playing ping pong. It's just, unless you're like super competitive, and then maybe that's not the best thing. But if you're just having fun, you can't help but laugh, just because it's funny and it's fun. Number 5, one of the reasons that it's so important, like I said, like I started out saying, sometimes life is just, work, eat, rinse, repeat. It gets into a cycle. It's super important just to find something that will break that cycle of, stress and even boredom or depression sometimes. Sometimes you just need something a little different to get out of that. So take the lead. Find out something, that will be fun, and then make a plan and do it. It's very rewarding to see the results in your life, in your wife's attitude. If she's been home all day, get her out of the house and get doing something. It doesn't have to be expensive. It could be taking a walk someplace you've never walked before, or taking a short drive to see a sunset. Or it doesn't have to be expensive. It just has to be different. Break the routine, and you can look at the funny things online, or just enjoy each other's company and talk and reminisce. Reminiscing is one of those things, if you keep it on the positive side, it can be really good. Like, remember when the girls were little and they used to do this, and remember the time that, one of the kids did this and how funny it was. Just remember all the funny stories. So, weekends coming up, have some fun. Plan a playful date. Change the media you're looking at. Find something really funny and enjoy it. Number 3, dance in the kitchen. Whatever it is that is something that you've never done before, go ahead and do it. Find the funny videos and watch them. Just make sure you get some laughter in. Number 4, try something new together. It doesn't have to be athletic. If you're not athletic, it could be a board game. And those can be fun too. So just focus on doing something different. It adds spice and variety. And that's the important thing. I got married, and I think most people got married because I thought it would be a lot more fun than being single. And it has been. And I will continue to make it more fun, because that's the whole point. Marriage is supposed to be fun. So go out this weekend and have some fun. We'll see you next time for another 5 Things Friday. Thanks for listening.